welcome along to the first in this video mini-series where we are not only going to be educating property investors about the pros and cons of using bridging finance, but also celebrating the fact that PT partner Lendlord has now got a bespoke bridging product. And joining me to launch the week is, as ever, Lendlord CEO and co-founder Aviram Shahar. And Aviram, we're having this mini-series at a really positive time in terms of bridging, because just recently we've heard that bridging applications rose by 11% last year in 2020, which I think shows it's becoming a lot more mainstream. But also we're very much in a very volatile, fast-moving market where speed is absolutely paramount. And I think that a lot more landlords need to be aware of, having bridging finance in their toolbox and knowing when to reach for it.
Yes, definitely. Speed. This is the thing. You need to be fast, and you need to get access to the options that you have, and also the delivery of the finance should be very fast. And this is like what people now looking for. And at Lendlord, we realize that we have users that upload and maintain their data and the cash flow on the platform. And we came up with an algorithm, like engine-based, that can come up with indicative terms for bridging. And we collaborate with funders and lenders that can provide bridging finance quite quickly. So Lendlord users or visitors that can use our Finance Hub technology can get access to what they can get in bridging. Like in 3 minutes, you can see what will be your indicative terms based on your profile, based on the specific case. And then they can continue the process online as a Lendlord user. And of course, Lendlord user will benefit from better terms. So yeah, for us, it's very exciting because it's in line with the vision to use the technology and data to help landlords get better finance eventually.
Yes, absolutely, and to grow their portfolios. And as you say, it is another kind of plug into the Lendlord ecosystem that you're now actually able to offer your own bespoke bridging product, which isn't available anywhere else. This is specifically for Lendlord users. And you've highlighted there really that what Lendlord is now offering is accessing bridging finance with all the benefits of technology in the background.
Exactly. So when I say what are like the benefits, if you look at technologies, I will look at the flexibility. So like we have like an engine, we have a wide criteria and range of rates. And based on the data that we collect from the user, the engine can decide which rate is suitable. And it depends on like the profile of the client, like the history of the client as a property investor. Of course, the credit stuff that you need to check, and also the specific case of the property that is now is going to be like the security for this bridging loan. So everything is like taken into consideration, and the decision is by the engine, not a human being. Of course, after that, it will go to like the underwriting process that will be also online. And our underwriting team will review the application. But we'll try to do our best to keep the decision of the computer that is based on the changing profile of the user. So if something has changed, then you can basically make also some changes in the decision.
Well, I love that, Aviram, because we have a kind of joke in the UK from a very well-known comedy program that it's a case of the computer says no, as if the computer is making an automatic decision. But actually, with all the background information and data that the engine has because of what the user has inputted into the Lendlord software, the computer actually is, in this instance, because of the technology in the background, it's actually giving a much more bespoke initial underwrite, which I think is absolutely fantastic.
Yes, so we are trying not to say yes or no. We are trying basically to adjust the terms to the profile, and it can be also like the user can benefit. So if you are a professional landlord, or like you have history that you have like a proof record of buying successful properties, and then the engine will take it as a benefit, and you will get better terms. And vice versa, but eventually it will adjust the terms. We will try decline as much less that we can, but of course it takes many criteria items into consideration, and after that, like in the process, of course we will tweak the algorithm as we go, but this is definitely the vision, is like to adjust the terms according to the specific profile of the customer.
Absolutely. Well, throughout this week, we will be going into a much deeper dive into the pros and cons of bridging finance, because it's important to understand both. It's important to understand when to reach for it, and these kind of issues. And we've got some special guests and commentators throughout the week who will be adding a lot more detail to that side of things. But really for today, we just want to give a very quick demonstration to show how incredibly fast it is to apply for the Lendlord bridging finance product through the Lendlord Finance Hub, because we keep saying speed is where it's at in this market, and when you have a look at this very quick demo that Aviram's going to give us, I think you'll be very, very encouraged to use this portal into getting a bridging loan, because it literally is incredibly fast, and when there's deals at stake, you need to know that you're good for the finance.
Exactly. Yeah, so this is it. If you can see the screen, it's a questionnaire. It's currently accessible also for visitors, so you don't have to create a Lendlord users in the beginning. But of course, after you create user, we have like more data. The engine has more data to make the decision and basically enhance the decision. Let's say it like this. If you use the questionnaire, you just need to answer the questions, and it can, as you can see, like it can impact the indicative rate. And then you have many questions to answer, several, but it's like an easy to use questionnaire. So it should not take more than 3 minutes to answer all of the questions. And
I just wanted to say there, Aviram, what I like about this whole ecosystem is that it's actually now starting to reward people who are managing their portfolios in a digital format, and are inputting all the data, and putting in all this information. This access to this kind of product is now actually rewarding people for doing that.
Definitely, yeah. So if you look at the lender's side, if they know that the customer manage is organized, and all of his cash flows like in place, and all the data of the properties and the compliance is in place, and like instantly you can understand what is the current loan to value of the entire portfolio, specific properties, and many other things, because the digital platform allows that. Then from the lender's perspective, it's easier to take a decision. Eventually, if you now apply to a lender, he will ask for all of this information. He will ask you to send him a lot of documents and spreadsheets and data on your portfolio, basically. Like our goal is that if you maintain everything on Lendlord, the data is there. And of course, with your permission, you can take this data to lenders, and then they can assess what you can get. And if you use our, like for this specific case, our bridging, the engine can assess it like automatically.
Yeah. So we're just going through quickly some of the screens that you would see when you were starting your bridging application through Lendlord. And there is your initial first response.
Yes.
So that tells you that it looks likely that you are going to qualify for a bridging loan from Lendlord, and it gives you a rough monthly indicative monthly rate, and that then can move forwards from there.
Yes. So if you going to proceed, you will go to your Lendlord account. If you are new to Lendlord, you will need to create a user, because like in Lendlord, you will track your application. So you can schedule a call with our team like during the process, like at any point you want. But if you want just to proceed online, you can do it as well. So in this page on the Lendlord application and in the webinar that we do on Thursday, we of course will enhance the discussion and deep dive into the functionality. You can edit your inquiry details. You can upload documents. You can review again your terms. And soon we'll have also the ability to get the message, the recent message from the underwriter, and if it's something that you need to do. So you will see everything like in-app and also available from your mobile. And then after you upload all the documents, the underwriter will review the case. And once you get the approval, we like the current agreement, we can process it in 5 working days. So you can get the funding.
Well, I'm sure everybody watching this will see the tremendous benefits of this blending lending with technology. And as you can see from the little row of actions across the top of the screen that we're on at the moment, it will actually also track your application online, so you'll see where you are in the process. So it's creating an audit trail, it's all done online, all in the same place. And as we said right at the beginning, you know, this is coming back to Lendlord's original vision, and it's just so exciting, isn't it, Aviram?
Yes, definitely. So like if I look back in the last 12 months, like we were focused like on building a great platform that can help landlords manage their data, manage their portfolio, understand what they have, understand what they need, generate insights. And now we want to take it even like step more forward, like to further, like to help them even get the finance and get better terms based on their data. And because of that, we're collaborating with funders and lenders. The first stage, of course, like it's bridging, but we'll see like where we can take it like also in the future.
Yes, this is just the start. So today's interview is really just a teaser for what we have coming up across this week. As I mentioned, we do have a video mini series which is going to run throughout the week, and we've got some special guests talking about the pros and cons of bridging finance, how they've personally used bridging finance, some of the trends we're seeing that bridging finance is being used for. So do tune in daily every morning for that as we drop a new episode. But then on Thursday night, we're running another of our Property Tribes Cross Lendlord live webinars where we will be going into a deeper dive of the bridging and how to apply for it with a much more in-depth demonstration. So beneath this video you will find a link to register for that live webinar, and I do hope that everybody will join us there. Any final words, Aviram?
Yes, I think this week is very important because now I think landlords should be aware of what they can get, what they can achieve. Bridging is a great tool for short-term and basically to achieve goals for the long-term with short-term finance. So I think that the videos that will be on Property Tribes this week are very important. It's like worth to hear those people speak about what you can do with bridging. Mm-hmm. And stay tuned, and we'll love to have you in our webinar, so you can basically say how you can implement this and see what you can get based on what Lendlord can offer if you manage your data on an ongoing basis on the platform. So we definitely look forward to seeing you in the webinar, and wish you a great week and enjoy the content.
Indeed. So do join us. It's Thursday evening at 7 o'clock. There will be a registration link below this video right now. In the meantime, if you have any questions for Aviram, or you want to start an application, then please just get in touch either with Aviram or go onto the Lendlord platform and start the process. So it's all set up, ready to go, isn't it, Aviram?
Yes, it's live on our website. Go to the either to the Finance Hub tab or to the Bridging Finance tab, or if you're a Lendlord user, you will see all the messages from our team. So yeah, you can just start and try it and see what you get.
Fantastic. So thank you for joining us for this mini series about bridging and celebrating the launch of the new Lendlord bridging product. That's it for today. We'll see you across the week with our special guest, but also on the webinar on Thursday evening. But for now, it's goodbye from Aviram and myself, and we'll see you Thursday.
Bye-bye.